Okay, now let's talk about the annuity that can grow up and perpetuity is annuity that go forever and growing perpetuity. Look at growing annuity. What is growing annuity? This is annuity that can grow up at one constant rate, G%. Let's assume C, you see, look at the picture, C equals to annuity. At the end of year 1, you get C. Right? At the end of year 2, C will grow up at G%. So you take C multiplied by 1 plus G%. You see, at the end of time 3, you take what? C multiplied by 1 plus G, same G%. Power by 2, right? You multiply 1 plus G, multiply it with the same thing, 1 plus G, so it will be power by 2. What about time T? Time T. So you take C multiplied by 1 plus G%, power by T minus 1, right? For example, if T equal to 40, T minus 1 will be 39. Alright? So in order to find the present value, you cannot use what? PMT, PVFA, or the formula. No. This one you need to discount one by one. When you discount, you see at the end of time 1, you discount C, right? Discount by R is your interest rate or discount rate. Okay? You discount to time 0, you get C divided by 1 plus R. You see at time 2, at the end of time 2, you take what? C that grow up G%, right? C multiplied by 1 plus G divided by 1 plus R power by 2. Okay? Just like PV equal to FV divided by 1 plus I power by N, right? Same thing, same concept. Until what? Until at maturity time T. You take C multiplied by 1 plus G, okay? Power by T minus 1, right? At time T, this is your cash flow. C multiplied by 1 plus G, power by T minus 1. But you got to divide by 1 plus R, power by T. It might take like many hours to get to the solution. Mathematicians try to solve this formula and then they get, you see the last line, PV equals to, you can memorize it, this is formula for growing annuity, C divided by R minus G. Okay, C is pure PMT, first year PMT, R is your discount rate or interest rate, G is the growth rate of annuity or growth rate of C, right, G%. Multiplied by 1 minus 1 plus G divided by 1 plus R power by T. Okay. Example, a defined benefit retirement plan offers to pay $20,000 per year for 40 years and increase the annual payment by 3% each year. What is the present value at retirement if the discount rate is 10%? Okay, you see the first PMT of first annuity is 20,000. So C is 20,000 and G, how many percent? G, 3%. Grow up every year 3%, 3%, 3%, 3%. So what is PV? In order to find PV, use formula. Remember the formula. Here is the formula, right? The formula. So put the number into the formula. Put C, right? C divided by R, 10% minus G. Don't forget to make decimal. Multiply by 1 minus 1 plus G divided by 1 plus R power by T. T is 40. So you get the answer. Okay. What about this one? If you are evaluating an income generating property, net rent is received at the end of each year. The first year rent is expected to be $8,500 and the rent is expected to increase 7% each year. So you see C is 8,500, G is 7%. What is the PV? If interest rate or R 12%. So you can use the formula, right? you can use the formula and then you get the answer 34706.26. You see 8,500 is the first PMT and it will grow up at 7% every year until year 5, right? So that you use the formula, you get that number. Next one, perpetuities. What is perpetuity? Is the annuity that go forever. For example, you receive what? Preferred stock dividend, right? You can receive the fixed amount payment until forever. So when we try to find PV for annuity, what should be the formula? Let's start out from the formula of PV of the PMT. So PV equal to PMT, PVFA given INN, right? Look at this factor, PVFA given IN will be equals to, as you can remember, 1 minus 1 divided by 1 plus I power by n divided by I. This is formula, right? The formula. If you put n equals to infinity, why? Because perpetuity is annuity that go forever. So n will be very large or infinity. If n become infinity, this factor will be equal to 1 divided by infinity, yes or no? 1 plus I power infinity will be equals or close to infinity, so 1 divided by infinity will become 0. If it's 0, you get PVIFA equals to 1 minus 0, right? Divided by I. So that you go back to the formula. PV for perpetuity will be very easy, PMT divided by I. What should you be willing to pay in order to receive $10,000 annually forever if you require 8% per year? Okay, very easy. You take PMT 10,000 divided by I, right? 8%. So you get PV 125,000. Very easy. What about growing perpetuity? The perpetuity that grow up at G%, right? You see stream of cash flow. You see the first PMT is C, and the C can grow up at G%. G% forever. You see, no ends, right? No maturity. So in order to find the formula, okay, the mathematician or Mr. Gordon, you know, he solved this one and then he comes up with the formula PV equals to C, right? PMT divided by R minus G. R is interest rate, G is growth rate of C. Example, the expected dividend next year is 1.3 and dividends are expected to grow at 5% forever. If R equals to 10% interest rate, what is the PV? You see, PMT can go up at 5% forever, right? 5%, 5%, 5%. So use the formula PV equals to PMT, right? Or C, right? Same thing, 1.3 divided by 10% rate, right? Make decimal 0.1 minus what? 5% growth rate, G, right? So you get PV $26. Okay.